Yes, legends, welcome back to the channel as always, guys. As you know, today I streamed for 2 hours. In this video right now, I'm going to do a quick fire price update and basically just condense that 2-hour video into a 10-minute quick fire video. Basically, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's really important to do this, guys. Today, a lot happened and we can go through this. And a lot of people lost money today, guys, in the markets, including me. I actually lost 1.2% of my portfolio. But we're going to go through how I mitigate my own risk. We're going to go through 3 things. I'll tell you them in the video. And also, guys, I'm going to tell you some altcoins you can get into, which can look like it's a really good time to buy the blood right now on some of these altcoins. And I'll tell you those altcoins in this video. Go through Bitcoin, and we're going to get into it right now. I'll see you in there. Let's go. Okay, legends. So let's get through this really quickly. I actually just recorded this whole video and didn't even click the record button, so I'm really freaking annoyed right now. But I'll get through we'll start with Bitcoin PA price action. We'll go into the BYBT, committed traders, the CBBI, loads of stuff. I want to talk about some altcoins as well. But guys, at the end of the day, it's quite simple. We lost the previous high price, guys. And this whole move down to 42K is basically a long squeeze. It's a liquidation event, guys. We know from the long to short ratio, $2.4 billion worth of orders got liquidated today. The majority of them on the long side. And you can see that on BYBT through the long to short ratio. The long to short ratio has actually equaled out right now, but it was super on the long side, 75% on Binance long. And basically, it's a long squeeze event, guys, going down. And it took it actually down to 42K, which is the previous January range high. Yo, I was singing the song on the stream a second ago, but like we're in the February range now. We were in the January range. We actually tagged the top of the January range. Okay, so that's what happened, guys. It's basically a long squeeze, and no one could have foreseen how far this would have gone, because at the end of the day, guys, up here when I was saying that I believe we could see a downside move, I still played out my strategy, guys, buying support all the way down to the previous high. Just because, you know, we will look at the commitment traders, okay? Remember, we look at the commitment traders and the dealers, which are the institutional grade traders who work within the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the CME group. They were betting massively short against the asset managers. And asset managers are people who manage assets, money management firms, home offices, private professional traders, hedge funds. These participants in the CME group or the CME exchange are people who use it. And these guys went super long, and these guys are getting wrecked to hell right now. The dealers actually bet against them. And in hindsight, looking at this, guys, when I was saying that, don't be surprised if we see a downside move, this is actually playing out in real time. And we can see the dealers are absolutely desecrating the asset managers, bro. Like, asset managers are getting wrecked right now. They're getting fucked, okay? Look, asset managers, in the stream I was talking about it, you can see on this chart, these guys are super, super overexposed long. And, okay, look, they might be hedging. I know they're not using options. We know that from it's 50-50 option spread right now between puts and calls. So they're not hedging against that on options. They might have other exchanges they're using. But generally, guys, on the exchange, asset managers are getting wrecked. And the asset managers are usually wrong. And the dealers are usually right. And that's what I was calling up here. And, you know, it didn't change anything to my strategy. So I want to go into this, guys. So 3 things. Like, guys, I took a 1.2% loss today on my portfolio. But that's just absolutely fair game and business as usual in my strategy, guys. Like, if you're crying, like, everyone's going crazy about losses today, but if you're emotionally upset about taking a loss in any trade, you're fundamentally starting from the wrong place. You shouldn't be upset about taking a loss, guys, because guess what? If you're buying the relevant support and you're buying the relevant levels, all you're doing is playing out your strategy. And over a long period of time, I know it will be profitable in a long period of time if I keep going with it. It's about sticking to a strategy you know is profitable and being consistent. Now, yeah, I took a 1.2%. 1.2% of my portfolio was lost from this trade. And you can see here, guys, at the end of the day, we've made money on the way up. You know, the trend is your friend until it's not. And the bulls jump out. You know, the bulls take the stairs, right? The bulls take the stairs. The bears jump out the window. The trend is your friend until it's not. You're long until proven otherwise, guys. You get stopped out here. Now you're regrouping, looking for the next relevant levels to buy. And that's going to be 42K. I didn't have anything down there, guys, in terms of orders. But now what I'm doing in my strategy, guys, is this. I'm waiting. Long term, I'm still holding Bitcoin. Medium and short term, I'm waiting to see which formation plays out on the chart. There's no one in hell who can tell you what's going to happen right now. The best thing to do, guys, is wait for some sort of pattern recognition. You know, if we do something like this, guys, we come down, we actually get resistance, say, on 50K, back to 42 up again, and we actually get some sort of descending formation. That's going to be more probable to break to the downside, coming into it bearish, even though we are still in a bull market right now. This has not confirmed any change in being a bull or bear cycle. Obviously, guys, if you get a sideways symmetrical formation like this, which I think is the most probable, and if obviously, guys, you get an ascending formation, it comes down higher, low, ascending formation is more probable to break up, especially as we're still in a bull market. We're not in a bull, we're still in a bull market right now. But going on lower time frame, guys, on stream I did say that I think we're going to come up to $50,000 between 50 and 52,500. I think we see resistance there, which was previous support. You can see it here. And I think then we probably come back down, get the higher low. And the most probable thing I think we get is probably some sort of sideways symmetrical formation. Basically indecision, sideways, and then waiting for some sort of break. And they're usually 50-50 breaks, these are. But if you come into it bearish, it's usually more likely to break down bearish as well. But we're in a bull market, so it might equal it out. We'll have to see what happens at the end of this. If you look back to the Corona dump, which is a similar type of event, you can see that actually it played out sideways for a week afterwards. So I'd say 3 weeks to a week, we probably get sideways on here. And also, guys, a lot of the momentum indicators are on the weekly scale coming down pretty darn rapidly as well. So this is a good sign. You know, the MDX signals indicator, guys, you know, if you had just traded this blindly, guys, long and short on the MDX signals indicator, you would right now be still short on the market. This indicator on the daily has absolutely nailed it. And also you can use this for scalping as well. Guys, now we've had this huge move, okay? There's going to be a big opportunity to scalp the market because of the volatility is increased. So you can see here, guys, like, you know, the market's going to be wavering up and down so much in terms, you know, volatility equals opportunity in trading. So if you get a short here, you can see here, guys, scalping with the MDX signals indicators are going to be great. Not every call is going to be perfect, but at the end of the day, guys, the volatility is going to create an opportunity for you to get in and out if you're scalp trading, and the volatility is increased right now. Okay, guys, I want to go through the three things you can learn from this, guys. And the first thing is beginning to love your losses, guys. You know, losing is actually more important than winning in trading, because losing makes you learn. It is the only way you can progress. And, you know, if you lose a trade and you love it, you become unstoppable. And if you're prepared as well, it means that nothing can take you down a notch in your confidence either. And, you know, if you take a loss, guys, and then you learn from it, that's called progression. If you don't learn from it, you know, there's a very famous quote from Albert Einstein, which says, if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're just not going to... We know this, okay, guys? So if the losses you need to look at as something which is positive, because it will make you grow. And that comes into, basically, if you love your losses, you need to be using a stop loss, guys. I got stopped out on Bybit. I use Bybit every day. And at the end of the day, guys, liquidity. Everyone today would have been looking at where their stop loss got executed. And on bad exchanges, it would have been all over the place because it moved very quickly, the market. So for me, I use Bybit. I got my stop loss at where I wanted it to be because there's massive liquidity in and out into your stop getting hit. So it gets executed where you want it with no slippage, okay? So Bybit, I personally use to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I use Femex for altcoins. The links to the description, guys. You know what to do. You can actually get massive, you get thousands of dollar bonuses when you sign up and start trading in your trading account. You can use that to long and short Bitcoin. And obviously, if you want to get into scalping, Bybit's going to be the best place because it's got massive liquidity and it's less slippage for scalpers. So that's where I got stopped out, Red Legends, all right? I got stopped out on Bybit. And I lost 1.2%, but that's fine. It's in my strategy because you have to take fucking losses at some point, right? Can't win every trade. I've been winning last 5-6 trades up, down. You guys, along this region here, all the way up. We got short here, sold a lot of altcoins down here. You know, we know you're long until proven otherwise. We've been proven otherwise, but we've got stopped out at 1%. So being proven otherwise, you only lose 1%, but you can make hundreds on the way up, okay? So, and we're still in a bull market. We're not in a bear market just yet. And the last thing, guys, is, yeah, use a stop loss. Begin to love your losses, and obviously, guys, the market makes the fools out of the most people, and it looks like the dealers are the ones who caught this pretty darn well. They've been going short for 6 weeks, guys. They're net short. Actually, if you go on the yearly on this, guys, they're actually so freaking short on the whole entire... This is like double the amount of shorts they've ever put on the CME. The dealers have never put this amount of exposure to shorts out, and same for asset managers. So the dealers are winning massively, the asset manager getting wrecked massively, and you can see here, guys, this is super over long. It's like freaking 5 times over long, guys. So that was definitely an indication up here when I said to you guys, don't be surprised if we go lower. I couldn't have foreseen this because no one could have foreseen a long squeeze. These things can happen out of nowhere. And the consistent thing about Bitcoin is that it consistently surprises, okay? Now, the altcoin side, guys. So, guys, some altcoins you really want to be looking at right now is Ultra.io. This is a super good opportunity to get in. What you're seeing with these pumps, guys, is you're seeing a glimpse into the future. Look, things can't go up forever. It can't go down forever. You're seeing a glimpse into the future, guys, and I did even say that this can... I said, guys, that it can come and retest its previous high, and it won't be even bearish yet. Actually, Ultra can come all the way down like this to this trend line here, and it's still not even macro bearish, guys, and that will be a really good opportunity to get in on this. And guys, I have a link, so listen, you need to get an Ultra account. Ultra is going to be one of the biggest games companies, I think, into the future. I've been in it for years. I won't bore you to death, but guys, I will put a link in the description to sign up for Ultra. If you use the link, guys, you're going to get extra perks, extra way to earn rewards, the NFTs, the whole fucking shebang. Get an account early on Ultra. and use the link below, because then you can actually get your own way into the reward system, okay? And the earlier the better, obviously, with anything in life, okay? You get all trading is, guys, all investing is having everybody agree with you later. Later than you. So get in early, get an account with Ultra. I'll put the link in the description, and also this is going to be a good opportunity to get into this one. Also, guys, I think Plu got hit pretty hard today. I think Plu's, they're releasing a million different things every single second. This got hit pretty hard, but not too badly as a hedge. Plu's looking fine. Obviously, guys, you know, I'm an investor of VPAD. I'm an investor for Caster as well, but those are being released this month. And then I think another one I was looking at, guys, was Link. I think it was Link, which looks to me like this could be a potential buy. Was it Link? I think it was Link. Yeah, Link looks really good to me, down to the 786, and Matic as well. I think this could be an opportunity here to buy into Matic because it's still above its trend, and it's a huge wick coming in. Ethereum isn't as bearish, guys. I spoke about this on stream. It's not as bearish as Bitcoin. It's still actually holding above its previous high price. It wasn't at the time, but this region here, guys, hasn't been broken, this trend. And that's actually it's a more bullish sign than Bitcoin. Bitcoin has actually broken that, but we know Bitcoin is fundamentally traded on more leverage, and also, you know, the big cats are looking for that big slice of the pie, which is in Bitcoin. And, you know, it's a $1 trillion market cap. A little bit less today. Long term, guy, in CBBI, macro long term, this hasn't changed a thing. This hasn't changed anything for the long term of Bitcoin. I still believe we're in a bull market right now because we haven't lost any significant levels, okay? Yes, we've lost the previous high. Doesn't mean we're in a bear market yet, guys. It means we're potentially going into a downtrend, and that will be losing the previous low, okay? So if we come up now, we get to here, maybe go a little bit lower, whatever, and then we make a lower high, okay? Say we do something like this, all right? We come all the way back up, we get to here, make a lower high, we come back down, we find support on 42 again, we back up, and we find resistance on 50, right? And then we start actually creating a descending formation, and then we break. Now, guys, we're in a downtrend, okay? Then we've got 35K as support, and then obviously the range lower support as well. And if we do lose $30,000, guys, then we will be going into a bear market, and that will be confluent, guys, with the moving averages as well. I did this on stream, obviously, but I'll do it again. All these moving averages, guys, are important. We've got the 200-day, not volume. We've got the 200-day, which were beneath. Oh, 200-day, we're still above, actually. We're still above the 200-day. Let's go on the weekly scale, actually, to make sure that's correct. Quickly have a look at these. So everything's converging in this region right here, guys. I think the most important one in terms of someone put this in the VIP Discord server the other day, bull market support band. This is actually a nice indication. And we are actually beneath this right now. So if we can get above here and reclaim back above the 21-week moving average and the 21 simple moving average, that's going to be a good sign that this is just going to be a recovery and we're going to move higher. But if we do stay below the 21-week moving average for a long period of time, it is going to get more and more, I would say for me, more and more worrying for the bulls, okay? So I would say that looking at the EMAs as well, we're still coming back down to the 21, this is the 21 and the 55. They're two, that's the ribbon actually coming in, and that's two Fibonacci numbers. And then we've got the 200-day moving average, okay, which is basically the general barometer of whether you're in a bull or bear cycle, but not all, it's not black or white, okay? There's other things you need to be looking at to give you an idea that you're in a bear market. I still don't think the macro long-term picture of Bitcoin is bearish. I still think this will probably hold. Looking at the TDI, the momentum on the TDI is overexhausted like crazy. It's unlikely that with, you know, it's still crazy oversold on the TDI, and then the stochastic RSI on the weekly is also oversold almost, or not on the weekly, sorry, on the daily we're getting back down quite quickly, and then the weekly will be getting into oversold within another week, so another weekly close. But generally speaking, I don't think there's anything to worry about on the long term. Medium term, I'm not looking to trade this. So in terms of my positions, I am out of my position. I lost 1.2% of my portfolio today. It's just business as usual, legends. Simple as that. I can't win every fucking trade. Like, it's, you know, I went against the dealers. You know, I looked at this and I didn't buy Bitcoin up here. All right, we didn't buy Bitcoin up here, did we? Because we were like, the dealers are fucking shorting the shit out of this. And all I did was basically buy support on the way down and just got basically stopped out when something unforeseen happened. And the dealers are the ones who are winning right now. Crazy, right? And we'll see from the next thing where they go with that in terms of, like, do they taper down and do asset managers take losses, okay? That's what we're looking for anyway. Medium term, I'm fine. Long term, I'm fine. Medium term, I'm not looking for a trade. Short term, I'm not looking for a trade. I'm on a wait to see how this plays out and basically give it a week. And if we lose 42, 35 is the next hit. And then if we can basically hold above 42 with a higher low, then we're going to be looking at basically, potentially, sir, we'll hold 50, get back above the previous high and continue up higher, that will be basically the next kind of objective, you could say, into the next range. This is the January range to the February range, and you could even say maybe August, but back down to where we were. I think it was around the June time, wasn't it? Summer. Oh no, a bit later than that. Yeah, so April-ish, right? April kind of time. So that's basically it, guys. Use all the links below for exchanges, etc. Get the altcoins, guys. Get an ultra.io account. All the links below. And you know what to do, Legendays. And I'll see you in the next stream, Aruni Ente.